Hey guys, it's Shiridi here, aka known as Slade, Johnny, Shiraidu, whatever you want to call me at this point, I don't mind. And we'll be doing an overview of the passive, which is a new mechanic that I added to Ultimate Dragon Ball FighterZ mod. And this basically enhances a lot of the cast to have, a reason to pick them if you want the, something specific from a character and whatnot. And I'll be going over which characters has them and what they can be used for and the reason behind them. So a lot of it would be lore based as well, based on the series as well. So going straight into the Saiyans. This one is very self-explanatory. If you've seen the series, it is a Zenkai boost essentially, which basically means that if you're below 50% HP, you get an extra 5% damage boost. If an ally is down, an extra 5% on top of that, and if two allies are down, then an extra 5%, equaling in 50% overall if you're two allies down and under 50% HP. This applies to base Goku, Super Saiyan Goku, GT Goku, base Vegeta, Super Saiyan Vegeta, Nappa, Broly, Trunks, Bardock. Team Gohan is a bit of a different case because he's a Super Saiyan 2. I wanted to make it just, a bit more unique because he was the first Super Saiyan 2 in the series, so he gets an extra 2% on top of the 5%, totaling in 7%, 14, then 21% rather than the 5, 10, 15%. And this also stacks with Spark as well, so you get an extra 5% with the Spark as well. Next is Earthlings. They get access to reverse speed from 2L, 5L, 2M, 5M, and 5H. And this is for Krillin, Yamcha, Master Roshi, Tien, and Videl. A lot of people might be wondering, why would Earthlings get reverse speed? And only from the grounded normals, and this is because all Earthlings are martial artists, and martial artists are known to use their normals the best, or know the most control over their their normals, so they'll know how to string into anything basically. So I thought, why not make it a bit more interesting for Earthlings? I had another idea for Earthlings, but it wasn't really good enough. I thought, what can I do to push them to make people think I want to pick an Earthling? And well, this is the reason. So like I said, it goes for Krillin, Yamcha, Master Roshi, Tien, and Videl, and it can be very strong if you want to do tick throws as well. Next up is androids. Androids are basically androids in the series have infinite meter. They literally have infinite energy. So rather than giving them 7 bars of infinite energy, I made it so that they're always gaining meter as they are on point. But this doesn't apply to when they use meter. So if they just vanish or level 3, they're still under meter penalty for the same duration as everyone else is. So they won't be getting meter just because they're an android. They'll be getting meter just on point, and it's quite a lot already. So that's the reason for that, and that's for 16, 17, 18, and lab coat. Only those are the androids that get it. Next up is margins, which is Kid Buu and Margin Buu, and basically while they're off screen, they regenerate green health back. So ignore the blue health, they regenerate green health back, and this is from lore. When the margins were away, they were sleeping basically, and when they slept, they were just regenerating themselves back to 400% energy. So this is the reason why I did it for these two characters. So they just regenerate as they sleep. So that's it for the margins. Next up is aliens, which is for Frieza, Cooler, Ginyu, Hit, and Jiren. This is aliens. I know it could be Saiyans, could be aliens too, but it's kind of like the non-Saiyan alien. And basically they have access to double air dash. The reason why is I thought because they're from space, they're not like Earthlings or anything. They're not from Earth. They're no space limit. They're always traveling to different locations. I thought, what can I do to buff their movement? And I thought, okay, what could be too strong or not too strong? What would be balanced in a way for these aliens? And I thought, double air dash would be quite unique and cool to see from them. The only character that will be strong for is Frieza because it's a low 2L, but the other ones don't. Next up is demons, which is Piccolo and Janemba, and they basically regenerate blue health constantly while they're on point. So if they have blue health, they regenerate faster, and if they are on the sidelines, so if they're not on point, they also regenerate faster than the normal character is. People might be wondering, why is Piccolo not alien? He's a Namekian. Piccolo originally is a Demon King, and I felt like the alien passive on Piccolo would be very strong. Some people might disagree, some people agree, but Piccolo with the JM he has and the low 2L and the double air dash would be very hard to deal with compared to the other aliens. So I thought that should be compensate for it. Fusions, people might be confused why the fusions gain extra meter. So basically they get a fusion passive. Gogeta, Blue, Red, Vegito, and Gotenks and Kefla. They get 1.25 times extra meter. The reason why is because technically there are 2 people in one body. So technically it's like 2 people hitting you at once, right? So that's the reason why I gave the fusion extra meter, to make it more interesting and for team building and whatnot. Next up is God Ki. If you've seen Dragon Ball Super, God Ki is basically the next level after normal Ki, and it just, it should be better than normal Ki. Or I mean, it is better than normal Ki. So you have God Ki. People with regular Ki can't sense it, and so this basically beats all lower priority normal Ki last in the game, and they can just use it against them, but they'll clash with each other. And this applies for Blue Goku, Gogeta, not Gogeta, UI Goku, Vegeta, Blue, Beerus, Goku Black, and Zamasu. Next up is unique characters. So these are the unique characters. So Adult Gohan is one of them. He starts off level 1 basically, and he has his passive is just called Potential, which is Potential Unleash, and he just gets new moves as he levels up and more buffs basically. Next is Super Broly. So when Super Broly does level 3, he gets access to the same passive straight away, but at max level, so 15% extra damage boost. And from this as well, he gains armor on his grabs, and he has the ability to cancel his 236S into Super Dash, and his grabs has more hit stun, and you'll be able to, what else, cancel any of his slams into 6H, his grab. Yeah, and that's Super Broly, so you can have a lot of fun and still do a lot of damage as well. But the armor only has 1 hit as well, as you can see that Adult Gohan's Fireball is hitting them. Yeah. Next up is Cell, and his passive is Super Perfect, which basically means when he's Anchor, he becomes the ultimate perfect life form. So he can basically cancel all his normals into either follow-ups or not his normals, his specials into follow-ups, or the specials will do new buff properties. So one of them would be like EH Roll and Crush will have a higher ground bounce, which means you can Dragon Rush from it. And next is Android 21 Margin. When she's just like Cell, when she's Anchor, she becomes Evil 21. Which means that all her dives are basically buffed, so she can combo mid-screen from them and cancel them to any other special besides dive itself. So that's it for them. And there's Baby Vegeta as well, which basically has the Parasite Takeover, which already is in the game, but it's buffed it. So when you do character overviews, you can see how Baby Vegeta is played. But yeah, that'll be all, guys. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned, because next will be character overview starting with Goku Super Saiyan. Take care, guys. Bye.